Hi, welcome to Tarot Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, May 13th, and we are going to be diving into another suit this time around in the card deck, and it is going to be the suit of Wands, otherwise known sometimes in some decks as the staves. So the Wands are the suit of fire. I actually should have worn red today. They're fiery. They represent inspiration, creativity, passion, movement, and spiritual purpose. They represent what's inside of us is our inner flame, the energy that propels us forward to pursue our dreams and take bold action, which is exciting because if you watched my um, Beltane tarot spread last week, you would have seen that I have chosen the word bold as my solar word for the celebration of Beltane and for the rest of May. So this is pretty cool to be talking about these really, really bold cards in this particular suit. So they're connected to the element of fire, as I said, and also the spirit realm. They're often associated with our intuition, which is a little bit different than the cups because the cups are associated with our emotions and our intuition. But this is more about our life force energy, our personal power, and our willpower. And think about when you're working with the wands, what lights you up, what makes you happy, what really fires you, what really gets you going, what are you passionate about, what makes you feel alive. That is the energy behind the wands. So let's explore each one of the cards like we normally do on a Tarot Tuesday, and we'll talk a little bit about each one of them and what they represent in a spread. So we start out here with the Ace of Wands. The key word that I have chosen for this is inspiration. So you can see that the person is holding the wand, and there seems to be like just an element of power around that. There's smoke, there's fire, there's an excitement and an inspiring move being made with this particular card. This is a divine spark, okay? A new idea that you might be having, a creative urge, a passionate new beginning. The universe is saying to you with this card, whatever it is, go for it. So the Two of Wands, now we're getting into the planning phase of your creative spark. So the key word that I have chosen for the Two of Wands is creativity. So this is the planning phase. Like I said, you've seen the vision, it's here. Now it's time to step outside of your comfort zone and do it. Just expand. So you've gotten the okay from the universe to continue. Now you need to step out and start creating your ideas and your goals. The three, the key word that I have chosen for the Three of Wands is embarking. So this is going forward on your journey, embarking on a new project or a new adventure. So what this is saying is that you are making progress. The progress is starting to unfold before you. You're going in the right direction. Your efforts are paying off, and you can expect growth, opportunities, and perhaps even travel. So this is telling you keep going. You're moving in the right direction. With the Four of Wands, there's excitement in this card. So you can see the flowers, the garland, you can see the people in the background here. They're excited. So this represents a milestone. That is the key word that I give to this card. So this is celebration and harmony and a sense of homecoming. A reminder, though, to pause and enjoy life's joyful moments. So you're getting there. You've got the spark, you're going forward, and this is a reminder for you to just kind of hang on for a minute, be grateful, and stay in the moment, stay present, stay mindful of where you're going, and celebrate what you've done so far. We get into the fives. Now, the Five of Wands looks like they're fighting, right? It looks like they're kind of all grabbing the wands and they're all sort of moving around with them. But this card actually represents success. But it can also represent what it looks like. conflict, or even competition. So there might be a clash out there. There might be a clashing energy. Anytime that we embark on something new, anytime that we have a new idea or a new career or we want to go to the next level in something, there's always going to be some kind of opposing energy. And how you deal with that energy really depends on you. Is this energy negative self-talk within you? Is it someone in your life that just thinks that what you're doing is just not worth it? There could be any number of things that might come along to kind of test you on the journey. So this card is telling you, yeah, you're going to have a clash of energies here and there, but this is also a chance for you to really step in and sharpen your skills and claim your place. Okay, so claim what it is that you want to do and the desire and the goal that you want to achieve. Then we move to the six, and the Six of Wands is about recognition. So you can see that he has a beautiful headdress. There's flowers around the wands. He's on a beautiful steed. He's riding in an upright position in an excited and successful way. This is about victory. It is about confidence. So you've gotten through the conflict, you've gotten through the clashing energies, and now you're at a point where you're feeling confident about what you're doing. You've probably overcome something very big, and this is good. You need to stay proud and step into your own light and into your own self, and this card encourages you and tells you that you will get there. So our Seven of Wands, I have chosen the word defend, and it does look like he's toiling, right? He's got all the other wands surrounding him, and he's holding one of them in like a place of defense, like he's protecting himself or someone else. So this is about standing your ground and creating boundaries. Again, let's go back to the potential conflict that you might have with someone in your life or even your own negative self-talk, where you begin to need to set boundaries with either that person or even yourself and say, hey, this is what I want. I'm successful at this. I can do this. I'm standing my ground and creating boundaries around what I need in order to make this happen. So this is about defending your truth. It is about staying the course where you want to be, even when you are going through conflict and there may still be a little bit of negative energy lingering. This card is telling you hang in there and stand your ground. Okay. So then we get into the eights, and the Eight of Wands is an interesting card because there are no people in this card. This is simply eight wands. And they look at first glance like they're firing through the air, right? They're coming down from the sky and they're going into the ground, or they're firing across the sky. This is about momentum. This is about forward motion, fast moving energy, communication, sudden change. So maybe all of a sudden wow, things have cleared within your own head or with other people around you, and things are like, this is easy. We can do this. We can move forward with this. So this is saying, hey, this is fast. This is moving. Stick with it, but buckle up because you're going to be in for a ride. I love this card. So with our nines, the card looks a bit like he's kind of hesitant, right? My word for this card is protection, because he feels like he's looking at all of these wands surrounding him and he's holding one close to him. Like he's trying to keep things protected and under control. This is about perseverance, okay? You're tired. You've done so much. Remember, the tarot cards are a journey. As a whole, they're a journey, and as each suit can be a journey through a particular time. So you have come through difficulties, negative energies, competition, clashing with yourself or other people. And now you're really tired, but don't give up. You're so close. You need to protect yourself because you don't want to step out of your true power. Don't give up, rest, and then keep going. So, the importance of protecting yourself and resting is the message of this card. As we move to the 10, so we take a look at this. The 10 of Wands, he's gathering them all up, right? He's bringing them in. And this looks arduous. This looks difficult. And this is about perseverance. It looks like it's really hard for him to hold on to the wands, to draw them all in together, but he is persevering and he's pushing forward again with that momentum. But it also represents burden. It represents burnout. It also can speak to potential overwhelm. So maybe you've been working really, really, really hard toward this goal, toward this objective that you have, and you're really starting to slow down and feel tired as the Nine of Wands told us, and now we're getting really kind of overwhelmed. This card is telling you that now it is time to delegate, realign things if needed, and lay down what is not yours to carry. So if there are other burdens that are getting in the way of you achieving the goals that you want to achieve, now is the time to kind of chill out, put those aside, or delegate them to someone else if you're able. So this speaks to me in an entrepreneurial sort of a sense. You've reached this point, perhaps you're starting a new business or a new endeavor, and you have people around you that are supporting this endeavor and this project that you're doing. And now it's time to tell them, okay, I need you to do this and I need you to do this so that I can take a little bit of a step back and realign and make sure that I'm still in alignment with what my soul is driving me to do. So this is about kind of managing any overwhelm that you might be feeling and to let go of anything that you don't need to have on your plate. So now we're getting into towards the end of the suit with the page. The page always represents curiosity. So the page is like the one that says, hey, what's over there on the other side of that? Very curious, very, very focused on finding things out. The word that I used here is curious. And this person is an explorer. And oftentimes these these cards represent this part of the deck, the page, the knight, the king, and the queen could represent people. They can either represent where you are in your life at the current moment, or they can represent someone who is currently in your life or will be coming into your life. So the page is a curious explorer, someone who either is young or has a youthful, passionate energy about them, new adventures, ideas, and invitations for you to follow your bliss. So this is just kind of edifying and reiterating what it is that you've been doing, and perhaps you are getting more and more curious, or you have hired someone. Go back to that entrepreneur kind of mindset. You've hired someone who's so eager to learn from you. This is what this card represents. The knight is always the action taker. And here with the Knight of Wands, I have chosen the keyword bravery. So the knight is always going into battle. The knight always represents moving forward on his horse and being brave and strong. And the Knight of Wands is bold, daring action, just going for it, not holding back. Now, this could represent someone who is reckless or someone who is just really, really passionate about what they want and what they do. Chase your dreams, but make sure that you stay grounded. So if this is you and you're passionate about what your idea, your plan, your business is, make sure that you stay grounded in that so you're not charging forward with too much energy, which will end up putting you backwards and overwhelming you. Okay. So the king and the queen are the last two cards. The queen of each deck always represents a female nurturing mother figure. This queen is particularly powerful. I love the imagery of this card because if you know me, you know that I am a huge fan of black cats. They are my babies. And so this queen has a beautiful black cat at her feet, and she represents true power on her throne. She is magnetic. She is radiant. She is very self assured and confident. She embodies warmth, sacred feminine fire. So this could represent somebody that could be a mentor to you, or again, this could be you reaching that point in your journey where you're confident and you are alight with feminine energy to go forward in what you want to do and stand there and reap the benefits, to really enjoy the fruits of your labor through this journey. And finally, we have the king. The kings always represent the male and the father figure, and often wisdom and knowledge. And for this card, I chose the word inspiring. So he is also sitting on his throne, confident, powerful, inspiring. So he's not an overbearing leader. He's an inspiring visionary. So this person has visions and he's courageous and he's also in command of what he wants. He doesn't just dream, he leads with a true purpose. So this is the culmination of what you have been going through with this journey, that you're leading with purpose, and you may either represent this person or there could be someone who's coming in to mentor you at this stage of your journey, someone who is fearless and ready to just really give you what you need to stand confident. So, as you can see, the wands are very interesting. They tell the story of our soul's fire, how it begins, how it grows, how you face challenges, and how ultimately you are guided to stand fully in your true power. So, drop a comment. Let me know which of these cards resonated with you. What resonated with you today? What might be resonating with something that's going on in your life? So, what's showing up for you right now as far as the wands? So, thank you so much for joining me today. If you are interested in learning more about the tarot, I will be creating a course in the next few months. And if you're interested in getting a personalized reading, I'm going to drop the link to schedule that with me in the comments. We can do a free 30-minute 3-card spread, or we can do a more in-depth, more personalized, even energy alignment kind of mixture with a tarot spread with you. So I would be more than happy to do that. If you have any questions, please let me know. Drop them in the comments. And we have our final suit coming up. Sorry, I had to consult my notes over here because it's May and I'm getting ready to do all my kids getting ready to graduate from high school, and there's all these things going on and it's a wonderful time, but it's a very, very busy time. So what we have coming up for May 27th, Tarot Tuesday, are the Pentacles. So stay tuned. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss anything. And again, if you have any questions, please be sure to reach out for me. To me, I am here for you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful Tuesday.